Hey there, Robin Kesno, RVT, founder of Animal RN, and I have for you today's 2-minute tip. I was talking to a gentleman about rattlesnake avoidance certification or training. Here's the deal. Here in Sonoma County, where we are, there are some beautiful trails and places that you can hike with your dogs, and unfortunately, we have rattlesnakes. It's a real thing. In fact, it is right now March. It's not even barely past the middle of March. It's the 19th, and we've already had 2 rattlesnake sightings, and that's just what we've seen. And I hear from the guys who hunt and who know more about wildlife than I do that this particular year they're expecting the rattlesnakes to be especially active because of the lack of water in the area. So they're going to be out more and doing things more, and therefore more likely to run across our paths, and we're enjoying this planet with them and with our dogs. So my 2-minute tip for you today is to consider rattlesnake avoidance training. Now, when I worked in the emergency clinic, there were 2 types of rattlesnake bites that we saw come in. The number one and most common, at least anecdotally in my experience, was the front of the face and the paws, the lower forelegs. We believe that most of these injuries are coming because the dogs are curious about the snakes. They hear the rattle, they smell something, they go over to investigate, and whack, they get tagged. And now you're coming in for treatment. It's inexpensive. I mean, you're not getting out of there for less than $2,500. Antivenom can be hard to get a hold of, and it's always going to have precedent for the humans. So remember that and take caution. The other types of bite is completely unavoidable, and it's that your dog isn't doing anything bad. They absolutely inadvertently go where a snake is. The common story that people tell is 2 people walking on a trail, the guy in front riles up the snake and gets it on guard, and the second person gets tagged. So those kinds of bites you can avoid. There's nothing you can do. There's nobody's fault. It's just the risk of coexisting on the planet. However, rattlesnake avoidance courses are something to consider. It's the kind of thing you would do at one time, you would pay the fee, and then you would do it again either later in the same season or have a refresher the following year. Many people who offer this training will do the refresher at a discounted rate if you've done the training initially with them. The reason why they do this is because they know what they do works, so they really are just doing a refresher. And if you've never been through it before, these things take 15 minutes. You're going to spend more time driving to the event than you are actually at the event, but it is absolutely worth every penny. And if you're interested, check our links. I'm going to put a video to a dog that we work with that we drove over to have his rattlesnake avoidance training, and we thought he did great. And this dog goes out and hunts, so it's very relevant for him and his people. Have a great day. Robin Kesno, RVT, with your 2-minute tip.